Let's have a quick look at Safemoon. It's been a while since we have last looked at Safemoon, but we can see in that time Safemoon's price, well, it's doing a few interesting things. We're going to start off by looking at how it has been moving today, where we can see that Safemoon has been on a continuous drop from highs of the day which saw the price at 0.00000006, and from there we have dropped down to the 0.0 whatever that is 45 range, and actually even lower, almost touching the 4 range as well, so really not good to see that, but Safemoon has been falling. So we have a lot to talk about. Of course, this one is not a fundamental analysis. We just look at some of the few an important piece of news and of course factors which I do think that you should or may want to know about Safemoon. So a few things to bear in mind, guys. One, I do not own Safemoon. I want you to know that. That's just my personal stand on it. Two, I am not a financial advisor. This is only my personal opinion. Three, of course, Safemoon being so cheap and quite volatile, it's a very, 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 very risky cryptocurrency, and I would only put in as much as you're willing to lose, and I definitely would consider this one as gambling at the moment, just because of the risk associated with it. That's just my personal stance, guys. Of course, no hate to Safemoon at all, but if you are aware of the risks, and of course there are quite a lot of risks, then you will be fine, so make sure that you do become aware and do your own due diligence. If you may enjoy this video though, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel as we talk about all different types of cryptos and stocks on a daily basis. And with that being said, we are going to jump quickly into this video looking at Safemoon, starting off with the price action that we have been seeing both over the past 7 days and over today. So to get a bit of context, we are going to go out to the 1 month chart, where you can see that Safemoon has rocketed all the way to highs which were at 0.0000012, I do believe that is, of course give or take a couple of zeros, but we can see obviously it was much higher than where it is now, and it has come down. Now that is to be expected. I think a lot of the time when things like this do happen, you know, people get very hyped up about it, whether it's a stock or a crypto. It's just something that does happen from time to time, and especially with the price of Safemoon being so cheap, and with the name literally being Safemoon, a lot of people who were getting into this one for the hype probably got in along here, or even higher up in the range, and definitely probably took profits earlier on, because bear in mind, if you'd have bought Safemoon at the lows and sold at the highs, you'd have probably made a very large amount of money. Ever since though, we can see that Safemoon fell, and it actually came back a little bit, breaking past this 6 range here, but obviously it wasn't to last, as we have now fallen. And again, this is reflected in the 7-day chart, so we can see this continuous sell-off from highs above the 12 range all the way down the 6 range, and now even lower today, dropping us even further. So it looks like we definitely might be coming back towards the end, but obviously the price has been dropping very, very recently. So a few things that we might want to know. We have the trading volume down here for the 24 hours. We can see the 24-hour lows and highs, and we can see that in the last 24 hours, the price has dropped by 28.9%. Information is coming from coinmarketcap.com, but yes, that does tell us a few interesting things about Safemoon, and I just thought you might want to know a few of those factors. Now let's move on to some interesting things from Safemoon's Twitter. So Safemoon's Twitter is another way which we can basically get a bit of a gauge of what is going on with the crypto. Now, like I said, we have looked at the fundamentals before, but the actual Twitter is something which I do find very interesting, because one, we can see the amount of followers that they actually have. The follower count of this Twitter page is 422,000, and for the amount of time that Safemoon has been popular for or relevant for, this really, in my opinion, is a large number. I think it is definitely a big deal. So if we have a quick look, we can see that obviously this Twitter is updated very regularly. We've got posts from just a few hours ago, and you can see how many posts are on here. It does tell us quite a lot of things about the crypto that we might want to know, and a lot of their plans which we can see. So we can see down here we have Middle East Safemoon soon, so it shows that they are definitely trying to expand into new markets, I do believe. Apparently they've landed in China as well on the ZBG exchange, which you can see down there, and this was published 7 hours ago as well. So again, big deal. I think this is important information. Now again, Safemoon, it is definitely still a hype cryptocurrency for sure. I do believe that is the case, and I think this one still does have potential to go either way. It could rocket, and it definitely could plummet in price, but what we are seeing, for me at least, is quite a lot of interesting things for the cryptocurrency. So right now, I definitely still do believe that we are in the hype territory. I can see this one continuing to drop going forwards, I don't think that is necessarily an important deal. I think ultimately what we are seeing with Safemoon is a currency that does have potential, and as I have said with a lot of my other cryptocurrencies, whether it be Dogecoin or perhaps even Bitcoin, I think that for a cryptocurrency to be accepted in the real world, it does need to have a real world use, or else it's literally just valueless. Now, Safemoon right now, it doesn't necessarily have a value in the real world. It's definitely more of a hype coin, but don't get me wrong, seeing listings on these exchanges and different places in the world, it does show a lot of interest, and it shows a lot of potential, and it shows that the development team, or at least the leading team behind Safemoon, definitely have some very interesting hopes for the future. So for me going forwards, I would love to see Safemoon become a real world, really hard used cryptocurrency, which does have a real use in daily life. And I think if that is the case, if we can see that, crypto, or at least Safemoon crypto, does have a lot of potential, because as I have said, what lets it down for me a lot of the time with a lot of these cryptocurrencies is the fact that obviously the fundamentals aren't necessarily as strong as they should be. Safemoon definitely is included in that. No hate to the currency, but they definitely are moving in the right direction, and there is a lot of, there's a lot of good news coming out about Safemoon. So I have this article down here coming from newsweek.com, which definitely states down here that we can see that they are apparently pushing for a listing on a major crypto exchange, as we can see, which is really good, and that is definitely very interesting as well. If there is enough interest, apparently this could happen according to this article you can see down here, but I thought I would just bring a quick moment to highlight that. So Safemoon, it does have a lot of potential in my opinion. There's a lot going on around this crypto. Today the price has fallen. I am not too concerned about that, because as I have mentioned, I think we definitely are still in a hype territory. The question is, would I buy Safemoon at the moment? Well, here's my opinion, guys. I know that some of you aren't going to like this one. I know that some of you are going to like this one. Personally, at the moment, I would not buy Safemoon, unless you are definitely willing to take it as a very risky cryptocurrency. I think there is some potential that it could drop a bit lower. I would love to see us drop as low as this point here and perhaps level out there. So if we can get directly down to 0.00 whatever this is for, I think that would be a fair area to see a bit of a reversal in price and to see this one start to go back up. And right now we are definitely coming into that territory, so I think the next day for Safemoon is going to be very important. Again, if this one continues to drop a bit further, or if it does continue to go back up. So ultimately, Safemoon, a lot is on the table. I think this one definitely could double potentially going forwards. People talk about a price target of 1 cent. I'm going to say, guys, I definitely do not believe that that is possible, but I don't think it matters, because let's face it, if Safemoon was to double in price or even triple in price, that would still be a very good return on investment. But regardless, I would not buy this one at the moment. I would like to see where it goes in the next 2 to 3 days. I will be giving you an update on Safemoon in that time period. That's just my personal thoughts and opinions. I might be wrong, I might be right. Of course, this is not financial advice, so you can do absolutely whatever you want. It is just my thoughts. So really interesting things going on for Safemoon. Just thought I'd come on and tell you what I thought about the currency today. So thank you. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.